Shadows are an everyday occurrence. Have you ever stopped to wonder? Could they hold more than just gray shades? What we think we know and perceive as color largely depends on the light that illuminates an object. Contrary to what we might instinctively believe, not all shadows are purely black or devoid of color. To understand why, let's first break down what a shadow actually is. Simply put, a shadow is formed when an opaque object obstructs light and casts a darker area behind it. However, shadows aren't absolute darkness. Shadows do contain light, often bounced off from the surrounding environment. In remarkable instances, this bounced light can produce subtle coloration in shadows. For instance, on sunny days, direct sunlight casts intense, warm light while the blue sky scatters light all around. This scattered blue light infiltrates the shadow, often giving it a cool, bluish tint. The intensity and color of the light that casts the shadow also play an important role. Have you ever noticed how a sunrise or sunset can cast long shadows with a reddish hue? This happens due to the light scattering effects of Earth's atmosphere during these hours, which can tint the shadows. This shows that shadows indeed can hold subtle colors, and they're not just grayscale or void of color. It's fascinating how our brain interprets these color fluctuations in shadows. It's responsible for making assumptions about the lighting conditions and presenting us with a consistent image. Do you ever wonder why we don't readily perceive these colors in shadows? That's because in most common lighting conditions, the color differences in shadows are very subtle. Unless we're actively looking for it or the lighting conditions are exceptional, these colors easily go unnoticed. There's also the fact that our eyes and brain are designed to correct for varying light conditions. This phenomenon, known as color constancy, helps us perceive the colors of objects consistently under different lighting. It's like our brain is doing real-time Photoshop on everything we see. Having said that, understanding shadows can enhance not just our understanding of light, but also our appreciation of art. Many professional artists and photographers have mastered the art of using colorful shadows to add depth and realism to their works. Indeed, these colored shadows often provide a richness and depth of tone that black shadows simply can't achieve. As we unravel the science of light perception, we learn how complex and intricate our visual system truly is. Understanding how shadows work enables us to see the world around us in a completely different light. Artists, scientists, or just curious minds alike, we can all benefit from looking closer at the shades of light and shadow in our lives. Not just as an absence of light, but as carriers of color hidden right under our noses. Shadows, like light itself, hold a myriad of secrets that we continue to uncover. Tune in further as we delve deeper into this captivating world where light and shadow intersect. Tell us, have you ever noticed colored shadows before? How did it change your perception? Now that you are aware, observe shadows under varying lighting conditions and notice the nuances. Remember, though subtle it may be, the beauty is in these small details. Embrace this new perspective and engage in a deeper appreciation for the world around you. We hope that we've managed to shed some light, no pun intended, on the vibrancy of shadows. In our quest of understanding light and shadow, we've learned to appreciate the subtle vibrancy of our surroundings. Science has a way of taking something seemingly mundane, such as shadows, and revealing an entirely new aspect to its existence. We must also remember that our perception is governed by complex neurological processes. Learning about this helps us truly understand and appreciate the world in all its colors. Our quest doesn't stop here. There is still much to explore and many more questions to answer.